will solve this problem that you can see on the screen. Okay, the recording has started. So let us begin. This problem says a new project under consideration require a capital outlay of rupees 300 lakhs. Okay, 300 lakhs is the capital outlay. The required funds can be raised either fully by equity share of rupees 100 each or by equity share of the value of rupees 200 lakhs and by loan of rupees 100 lakh at the rate of 15%. So one option is what? First option says that this 300 lakh rupees can be raised entirely by equity share. That equity share of rupees 100 each. Okay. Another option is instead of acquiring this entirely 300 lakh by all equity, you go for 200 lakhs of equity and 100 lakh of debt. So which option is a leveraged option? Tell me, which option is a leverage option? Which option is called a leverage option? First option or second option? Tell me, anyone. Which option is called a leverage option? Leverage means what? Leveraged firm we had been doing, no? In the past week. Leveraged firm means what?
The firm that has taken loan.
So which option is the leverage option here? First option or second option?
Second option.
Yes, very good. Second option. Because in first option, it says entirely 300 lakh by equity. Second option says your second option is what? Your 200 lakh by equity and 100 lakh by loan. Okay. Then the next information is assuming a tax rate of 50%, calculate the figures of profit before interest and tax that would keep the equity investors indifferent to the two options. Verify your answers by calculating the earnings per share. So now we will have to find out the profit before interest and tax, or EBIT. Profit before interest and tax can be written as PBIT or EBIT. Okay. So we'll have to find that perfect amount of EBIT for which both the EPS, the earnings per share for both the option will be same. This is how we will proceed. Okay. What did I say? I'm repeating. We will have to find out that amount of EBIT or PBIT, known as profit before interest and tax, that would give rise to equal earning per share for both the options. Okay, that is how we will proceed. Now you write down the solution. All of you be attentive, be awake. Do not sleep. Okay, it's already 9:30. Don't sleep. I am dictating and you will write. And while dictating, I will explain also. All right, write the solution. The equation of earning per share. What we will do is, here we will have to apply some mathematics. Okay. What we will do is, we will find out equation for both the option for EPS. Then we will equate them by taking both left hand side and right hand side as equal. Then we will solve for the PBIT or profit before tax. Then we will verify also. Okay, write down. The equation of earning per share, EPS you write, The equation of EPS under the two options, if you miss, you please tell me, okay? The equation of EPS under the two options are worked as follows. Under the two options are worked, W-O-R-K-E-D, worked as follows. Okay, then you give the heading option 1. Give the heading option 1. Option 1. Under option 1 you write equity is rupees 300 lakh. You write equity is rupees 300 lakh. Equity is rupees 300 lakhs. Don't write 00000. It will be so many zeros. Just write 300 lakhs the way you see in your question. Those zeros are not required for the time being. So you can write 300 lakhs, L-A-K-H-S. Lakhs divided into, then write divided into 3 lakh equity shares. Divided into 3 lakh equity shares without loan. Divided into 3 lakhs equity shares without loan. Okay, why we are writing 3 lakhs equity shares? Because there are requirement of 300 lakh of capital amount, and each share will be sold at rupees 100, isn't it? Rupees 100 will be the equity share price for one share, isn't it? Then that means how many equity share will have to be issued? 300 lakh divided by 100, isn't it? 300 lakh is the total amount requirement, and rupees 100 will be the price of one equity share. That means how many equity share will be issued? 3 lakh. 300 lakh divided by 100. So that means 5 zeros remaining. 300, that means 20, then again 5 zeros divided by 100, 2 zeros. That means 2 zeros will get cut, and then how many zeros will be left? 5 zeros. So it will be 300 equity shares. So what you have written? Under option 1 you have written equity is rupees 300 lakhs divided into 3 lakh equity shares without loan. You write without loan. In the first option there is no loan, so you will write without loan. Then you will write therefore EPS equals to, then you write EPS equals to, therefore EPS equals to EPS equals to, in the numerator you write EBIT minus 0. In the numerator you write EBIT minus 0. Then bracket close into 1 minus 0.5. So in the numerator you write EBIT minus 0 bracket close. Then again one bracket you write and write 1 minus 0.5. Bracket close again. So what does it indicate? EBIT minus 0. Why you are writing? Because there is no loan. So EBIT minus no deduction of interest rate. EBIT minus 0 you will write. Bracket close, and in another bracket you will write in the numerator itself, and another bracket you will write 1 minus 0.5. That means here you are deducting the tax rate. 1 minus 0.5. Bracket close. Divide the entire thing, and in the denominator, you write 3. In the denominator you write 3. Okay, you could also write 300. 300, write 300. In the denominator you write 300. Okay, then for the next option, same thing you write, only in the numerator it will be EBIT minus 15. 15 means the rate of interest. 15 on rupees 100 lakh, no, rupees 100 lakh. So how much is the amount? Calculate. 15% of 100 lakh is how much? 15% of 100 lakh is how much? Calculate and tell me the value, okay? Yes, found. 15 lakh, no? Okay, 15 lakh. Okay, so it will be EBIT minus 15 lakh, bracket close, And another bracket you write 1 minus 0.5. You will close the bracket, and at the denominator, what will you write now? In the second option, in the denominator, what will you write? Tell me. In the denominator, what will you write? In the denominator, what will you write? 300. Ah. Mm, acha. Okay. How many shares? I told you a wrong one. In the option 1, it will be 3 lakh, not 300. Okay, it will be 3 lakh. Because see what we are calculating. We are calculating the earnings available to the shareholders divided by the number of shares we are doing. Okay. Whatever we are writing, no, I'm telling you numerator, denominator, whatever we are doing, we are calculating the earnings per share. How to calculate the earnings per share? We divide the earnings available to the shareholders by the number of shares, isn't it? We divide the earnings available to the shareholder divided by number of shares. So how do we calculate the earnings available to the shareholders? First, we take the EBIT. From there, we deduct the interest rate. From there, we deduct the tax rate. Isn't it? Same thing we are doing. Just we are writing it in the form of a formula. Since the first problem in this chapter, we had been doing the same thing. Is it clear? If not, please unmute and ask. Okay. We are just trying to calculate the earnings available to the equity shareholder. Now we do not know the amount of the EBIT because that is what we are supposed to find out. So since we do not know the amount of EBIT, that's why we are keeping it as EBIT only. Then we will solve both the option. Then we will derive the value of EBIT. So since we do not know the value of EBIT, we are writing it as EBIT only. In the first option, there is no loan, so no interest payment. So EBIT minus 0. Then from the earnings available, we will deduct the tax. So we are multiplying it with 1 minus 0.5. Okay, that indicates that the EBIT minus 0 is getting from there we are deducting the tax. This formula indicates that. Okay, just a moment. I'll just bring the phone and take a picture. I think we are having confusion. Just a moment. Are you having some sort of clear idea? Please tell me. Are you understanding? If you have a picture of it in the front, it will be clear. Wait for 1 minute. I'll just take the picture and share it. I did not have the phone with me. That's why I could not take the picture. We'll have to write it in the form of a formula. That's it. We were writing it in the form of a table. Now we will write it in the form of a formula. Understood? Okay, I got disconnected. All right, so this is the problem. Okay, this is what I was telling. I was dictating in the option one. Check. Am I visible and audible to you? Please, one of you tell me. I got
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
fine. So you see, this is how you will write the formula. We will first write down EPS for the first option. Since 300 lakh is the total amount required and 100 rupees is the equity share price per share. So what will be the earnings per share? I mean, no, sorry, what will be the number of equity shares? It will be 300 lakh divided by 100. That is how you will get 300 equity shares or not. Is this part understandable? This first line. Equity is 300 lakhs divided into 3 lakh equity shares without loan. Is this line understandable? Tell me. Is this line understandable to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So now we will calculate the earnings per share. What is this numerator? PBIT minus 0. This PBIT is not known to us. That's why we are writing PBIT. This is also EBIT. Minus 0. Why 0? Because there is no rate of interest. No loan means no rate of interest. So 0 we will write. Then we write 1 minus 0.5. What is this part? Second part of the numerator. This is nothing but the deduction of tax. This is nothing but the deduction of tax. Okay. Okay, so this is deduction of tax divided by 3. Why in this book it is written as 3? Because we are ignoring the lakh. That means 5 zeros we are ignoring. You can also write 3 or you can write 3 lakh. That means 3 lakh equity share you can also write. All right, 3 lakh equity share you can write. In order to avoid any difficulty in calculation, you can write 3, no problem. We are finding it in lakhs. Okay, whatever amount we will get, afterwards we will multiply it with lakh. We are ignoring 5 zeros. Understood? In the second option, you see, same thing we are doing. Now, if this is a very critical part, listen to me carefully. If you are taking 3 lakh in the denominator and 2 lakh in the denominator, then you cannot write rupees 15. Then you will have to write 15 lakh, which Ashish answered no in the message that 15% of 100 lakh is 15 lakh. So either you write 15 then 5 zeros or you write 15 only. We are ignoring the 5 zeros. Okay. So EPS for the second option will be what? PBIT is not known. So you write PBIT minus rupees 15. In the book, they are ignoring 5 zeros. So they have written 15. If you are writing all the zeros, then you will not write 15. It will be 15 lakh. 5 zeros after 15. And then you will multiply it with 1 minus 0.5, which is the tax rate. Then entire thing will be divided by 2. If you're ignoring the zeros, then it will be 2. Otherwise, if you're writing the zeros, it will be 2 lakh. Because now the equity share is 2 lakh. Rest of the amount of 100 lakh is being achieved by loan. Okay. So it will be 2 lakh now. Now we'll have to find out the EPS for which the investors or the equity investors will be indifferent to both the options. Will be indifferent means both the EPS will be same. Only then the investor will be indifferent. If the EPS is same, then only the investor will be indifferent. No, then only the investor will feel like that it won't matter in whichever form he invests because he is going to earn the same EPS, isn't it? That's why we will have to equate these two functions. Is it clear? Are my lines clear to you? Only the investors will be indifferent when he will see that the earnings per share for both the options are exactly same, isn't it? That's why we will equate both this option and find out the EBIT for which both the EPS are same. So we will now equate both these two sides. We will equate these two sides. We will write EBIT minus 0 into 1 minus 0.5 divided by 3 equals to EBIT minus 15 into 1 minus 0.5 divided by 2. Then you will solve for EBIT and tell me the amount which you are getting. Is it correct or not? Tell me. I have not checked. So please tell me. Is it coming as 45 lakh? Are you getting 45 lakh or not? Solve for it and tell me, please. Have you found out the amount of EBIT or PBIT, whatever you've written? Have you got the answer? Please tell me. Who has done this sum? Tell me. হ্যাঁ স্যার, হ্যাঁ করেছি, হ্যাঁ করেছি। ওটা ওয়েবসাইটেই চলে আসবে সিলেক্টেড লিস্ট। হুম, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, আচ্ছা। হুম। Yes, so who has calculated? Tell me. Priyanka, Kasak, Kajal, Devrupa, Harshita, Pratiksha, Khushi. Tell me who has calculated? Ashish? Ashish must have calculated. No? Ashish, tell me. But you could not calculate. You could not solve the sum. This one? The equation? Oh my god. What to do? Am I audible to you? Am I not audible? No one is replying. Hmm.
Ma'am, you're audible.
So you haven't calculated. You got the answer.
Ma'am, I calculated.
So how much is
But ma'am, I
yes?
ma'am, I got different answer and I tried it again, then again got different answer.
Which okay? What is the answer? Tell me. What answer are you getting? It may be wrong. I told you, na, this book has so many variety of problems. That is a good thing about this book. But the bad thing is there are so many mistakes in the calculation. So I ask you every day to check. Why I'm asking? Because I know there can be mistakes. And this problem I could not check. So I'm asking you to check. Formula wise, it is correct. But what is the answer that you're getting? That you tell me. What is the answer, Pratiksha? That you got? You got 45, Aryan. Pratiksha, tell me again. I missed you. Missed your voice.
Ma'am, 85.
You got 85 both the times, Pratiksha. Both the times you got 85. Okay, one of you got 45 and one of you got 85 and rest of you are not saying how much you got. So I will check it. Okay, I'll check it and revert to you tomorrow. And you should understand the steps actually. If you have understand that, that is fine. Calculation we can always do. Okay, please respond to your names, then you can leave. Tomorrow we will get back to this problem again. All right, respond please. Abhijit. Oh shit, okay, just a moment. I'm giving you attendance in different finance. Abhijit, Abhishna, Anurag, Aryan,
Yes, ma'am.
Ashish,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ashmita, Vibechna,
Present, ma'am.
Devrupa, Harshita,
Present, ma'am.
Ishika Chaudhary, Ishika Agarwal, Kajal, Kasak,
Present,
Khushi,
ma'am.
yes, Khushi, Krizan, Mahima, Mamta,
For present.
okay, Mamta, Mohit, Muskan Prasad,
Yes, ma'am.
Muskan Gupta,
Yes, ma'am.
Namrata,
Yes, ma'am.
Nidhi,
Present, ma'am.
Nitesh. Nidhi, how much did you get the answer?
Ma'am, my answer is the same with this one.
45.
Yes, ma'am.
Confused. Tomorrow you'll get back to it
Ma'am,
again.
I
Okay.
think so. Maybe I've done. I will check it once again.
Yeah, you just check it
Not
and
sure.
inform me. Okay.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, ma'am.
Parnadeep, Pavan, Prashil, Pratiksha Chetri, Pratiksha
Present,
Giri,
ma'am.
Priyanka,
Present,
Pooja,
ma'am.
Rahul,
Yes, ma'am.
Rajat, Ramkrishna, Rohit Bansal, Rohit Pandey, Sagar, Salina, Shalini, Shruti, Siddhant, Saurav, Sobhit, Supriya, Suraj, Swayam, Tanya, Reem.
Present, ma'am.
Who is this? Swayam?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Give it a try. Tomorrow again we'll get back to it and we'll verify it as well. Okay? We'll verify it as well. I'm trying to finish your entrepreneurship notes by tonight and send you tonight itself. Okay? Bye bye then. See you tomorrow.